peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Oh yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Podmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mix up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana, where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare.
Wake up, the day is bright, kind of feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bring your vibes you can feel.
News, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Coming to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright, kind of feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, fill in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, your toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most.
Good morning to you, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It's the 13th of January 2025. And we have a interesting program for you this morning. Apologies again for the cut in the broadcast behind the agenda with myself and Joel Pagwidin. GPL is like the child that's always making a fall. You know, I expect them to do better. You buy them new books, new shoes, a new bag, brand new uniform. You might even take them out of public school and put them in private. But yet again. Anyway, I can't say, I don't know what would the cause be for the I don't know what the cause for the blackout was last night. I think I saw something that said something about strong winds or something like that. Indeed, if we are truthful with ourselves, because when I got blackout and the show ended, I went on to my veranda because inside was a bit hot. And I had to go back inside because it was extremely cold. The rain was falling, the breeze was blowing really hard. So we don't. So it may be that that possibly was the case. I hope. Well, they did get it started because I have light. Light came on a little bit before 11, and they did say all power would be restored by 11. So hats off to the emergency teams and all the persons who were out last night in the rain. I must add that aspect as well. It was raining cats, dogs, and pigs last night. At least where I was, and I think some parts of Georgetown and East Bank too. The rain was falling heavily, and the teams were out there restoring power section by section to parts of the city and other parts of the East Coast, and I think East Bank as well, that had the blackout. So it had to be something that happened outside of the norm. I don't think a power ship just shut down or something. They had to have probably some kind of breach or whatever you call it in electricity terms, where you would have caused something to probably shut down the whole system. Trouble. Anyway, morning to the persons across the diaspora, morning to the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Kishan Norang, morning to you. Rajendra Singh, good morning. Vishnu Gentleman joining us from Pennsylvania. Sharif Ferguson, good morning to you. Ganesh Bharat. Guys, share the live for me. Share the live. I appreciate the persons who've been supporting the program. Share the live. If you leave a comment in the comment section, if you have any questions you want to me to seek clarity on for you or topics you'd like us to discuss, leave it in the comment section. Chris, morning to you. Omar Sharif joining us from NYC. Leroy Mangal, morning to you, joining us from NYC as well. Deshaun Abrams, morning to you. Morning to Zoe. Morning to the baby. Miss Rita Little, Mr. Little, morning. Littles in Mocha there. Morning to you guys. Jamila Kayum, Pushram Kishore, morning to you. Akani Blair, out in Linden, morning to you, brother. Continue the good work you're doing. Guys, check out Akani's program on Wednesdays and Sundays. Point blank, right from his Facebook page there. You guys can join the live. I don't even know what's really going on with this. Hold on a second. Shit. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so as I wait for this laptop to boot back up, we're going to be talking about a few things this morning. A couple of videos that I came across on social media. Um, look, the first one is in relation to a situation I saw with the Guyana Police Force and some civilians, Guyanese citizens in Berbice. I was trying to wrap my head around the situation because I was like, I couldn't understand what was going on. No, I've said on this program already, especially to persons who may have run-ins with the police. In all cases, comply and then complain. You can't get right not listening or obeying the instructions, lawful instructions from the police. I'm hoping that the police won't ask you to do anything unlawful, but comply and then complain, right? So, oh, I was wondering. So let's take a quick look at this here.
Police are all good, buddy. Police are already
Now, here's what I'm saying, right? Based on what I see there is about 3 or 4 policemen, a police van there, and I see one of the police, he got like a stick in his hand or something. One got a gun. And could you imagine that these people see a police officer with a firearm and still looking to go and fight another police officer right here? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? How that making sense? Now, if the policeman with the gun, they shoot one or all of y'all there, but not everybody. The persons who are acting or being aggressive with them. Mind you, I don't know if the police and these people had their own personal grievance. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know. But I'm saying, how are you? Oh, let me show you. One of the guys left and came back with a weapon.
Police are all good, buddy.
Wait to get over. He's going to get a weapon to come back to the police. To be honest with you, police in America, honest to God, and listen, I am not. Police in America, they done shoot a couple of them there already. I'm telling you. To be honest with you, they done shoot a couple of them there. I doubt the police in America gonna watch you run away from them, collect a weapon. I don't know if it's a cutlass or another stick or something, and running back into them like your head in. They would shoot you. They would shoot you. What are you doing? No, look at the police too. Now I am saying, you guys are trained. You guys are trained. This is the best you could do to take control of this situation. And that's what I said earlier. I don't know if this, because there's a main police involved, they're swinging stick and all this nonsense. You understand? But I'm saying to the guy in the police force, other than body cams, y'all need stun guns. Y'all need something else that probably non-lethal that would allow you to bring control of a situation rather than have the police, the law enforcement officer, pick up a stick and play his swinging lash like the man who's swinging lash with he. Like both of them is two civilians on the road. And I know the guy in the police force has equipment. Come on, man. 3 policemen there can't bring control to the situation. 3 or 4 of them. What madness is this? What madness is this? And again, to the civilians out there, the Barbicians who had the audacity to come around the police like this, to come around the police funny like this. Y'all are lucky that y'all encounter certain police. But then, I mean, they might have a mandate or whatever it is. I mean, but I think that I don't want to give them out liberty. They are standard operating procedures, so when police could shoot you, right? If you're commissioning a crime or something, I think if you're fleeing, or if you about to cause grievous bodily harm to somebody, I'm thinking those are listed in the SOPs. I'd shoot one of them. I am sorry. If I was the police out there, I'd shoot at least one of them. I bet you the rest would have back. And everybody would have scattered with the control situation. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a personal thing where these police can arrest these guys and carry them in because these guys might know something or paying them money or something. I don't know. Because that, to me, that could be the only reason that you are not operating in a proper manner and effecting an arrest. You understand what I mean? I saw another video on Regent Street, 2 plainclothes police trying to arrest a guy lying down on the ground and rolling up and stuff. And I'm like, take charge of the situation. I know these people get training. What's going on? But as I would have learned recently, not because you are trained, that can definitely translate into the real world. You know, a lot of people are trained, but that training is not able to be transferred into them actually doing what they need to do with it. So, in my view, in my opinion, Commissioner, you should probably suspend 3 of these worries here because they can't function. You understand? They can't function. Matter of fact, let me raise another issue with y'all with the police. So yesterday, our human resource manager called me, and her fiance got stopped at Spartan station, right? I don't have, I think I got WhatsApp on this system. Let me pull up and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So her fiance got stopped at Spartan station, and they pull him in. Well, he had a tint on the vehicle, so they pull him in for the, I guess, for the tint. That was the thing. So they pull him in for the tint. They asked him if he had the tint permit. He produced the tint permit. Mind you, this is an expat. No, not an expat. This is a overseas. This is a foreigner who is in Guyana working in the oil and gas sector, right? So they stop him. They ask him for the tin permit. He produced the tin permit. The people said the police hold up the tin permit to the light, to the sun, to check. I don't know what they're checking for. Like probably the car or something. They said they feel the indentation on the stamp and everything. The tin permit was legitimate. So they then walk around the car, and then there's like this license plate. This license plate is not a standard, right? And that this man got one change his license plate. Anyway, so the guy conceded, and he's like, all right, I'm going to go and change his license plate. I want to show y'all the license plate the man had on the car before, right? Let me just get the photo for you. Let me show you the license plate the guy had. And sometimes I think the police just put themselves in their own trouble. And more so these junior ranks, because the senior ones, they set out certain protocols and procedures for them to follow. And some of these guys on the road doing the one thing. And then is the commissioner going to get the costs, or the traffic chief, or the crime chief, or whoever it is in charge. I'm not on the road every day doing foolishness or collecting money from people. They're the ones who get the blame, right? So look at this here. This is the guy's license plate he was stopped for. Let me show you. We're going on. This is the guy's license plate he was stopped for. I gotta get the operator. Right, so this is the license plate. Let me zoom in so you could see. This is the license, and I'm vexed putting the man license plate up on this thing here. But he do not, he's not a criminal. This is the license plate that the police stopped him and said this license plate is improper, unclear, and we are about to charge you for it unless you go now and replace it, right? This is the license plate he had on the vehicle. This is an old photo because I asked them to send me a photo of the license plate that the police said, yeah, this is what he had on the car, right? Now, after this man go and change this license plate, and mind you, just let me show you what he put on. We changed it though, because I really didn't see the difference, right? I didn't see the difference, but let me just show you. Okay, good. See, do I go one way? No. 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 All right, hold on. I download it. Just give me a second. Now look at the license plate this guy had to go and put on. And y'all tell me, in the name of sweet baby Jesus, what is the difference? Right? So this is what he put on after they asked him to go and change it. Now he goes, he changes the license plate, he comes back to the station. Now, Constable John, the name given as the constable dealing, I don't know if he's a constable. They just said he had John on his badge with his number, right? Rank John, when the gentleman comes back to the station to say, well, look, I changed the license plate, can I go my way in peace? No, you might not go to court. You might not go to court. It's either you deal with it here or you deal with it at the court. So the man ended up having to pay the police after going and changing the license plate. You understand what I'm showing you? So you're pulling somebody claiming they do something wrong. They want to correct it. Why are you still soliciting funds from them? Rank John at this Paranam station. What is the soliciting funds from people? And mind you, $5,000. $5,000. Look how you could possibly, let me say, the traffic chief looking at the show and decide to investigate and find out, yeah, you collect this money. Look how you could possibly lose your work and your yearly income over $5,000 and a stupid license plate that you could have let a man either go along the way he went and he changed it. Mind you, they kept the old license plate. So they decided they seizing the old license plate. I don't know if that's the procedure the police, it may be. But they kept the old license plate, sent him to change it, and then request a tip for $5,000. You understand? So I think somebody Somebody said the song gone. I don't know why now. Anyway, so that's what people dealing with on the road, right? That's what people dealing with. That's a saying. We had something interesting happen in Parliament recently. And I keep saying to y'all, these are the people who want to come and ask you to support them in the next elections. Now, Coretta McDonald is the shadow minister of education. And I started to show a little late because I was looking for the drones video. I usually delete them things up. Or is on this, or is on the laptop in there? Let me see. It might be. But yeah, I was looking for the drones video. No, I deleted all that stuff out here. Because I uploaded it online, maybe on TikTok. I have to go and check. But could you believe that this is the person who wants to, or who is ridiculing the current Minister of Education, who wants to take over to lead in relation to educating the future generations of Guyana? Yeah, listen to this.
Practice is part of the dreaded word that is being banned from this house. That word which begins with C and ends with S. Sir, that word, sir.
I swear it was circus she was spelling. I said it was circus. C and end with S. I said, I'm like, correct spelling circus, man. Coretta McDonald spelling circus. It could only be circus she's spelling, but not only circus, but most likely because she is a part of a circus. You understand? She's a part of a circus. I think it gotta be circus she's spelling. Only to find out
that word, sir, corruptions, sir, forgive me, that
corruption, Miss McDonald, Miss Head Teacher. What? No, man, no. Look, unless she means corruptions, she means the plural of corruption is corruptions. You hear me? Correct. Look, y'all remember when they had the thing about the placard and David Patterson commanded me post and said, but I got to go back to school in realizing it's Coretta McDonald poster and it's well placard. Corruption, Coretta McDonald. You should disassociate yourself with anything in relation to teaching. Y'all know how, like, if they got a judge and he on the bench for years, and like something happened and some kind of thing happened where you figure out that this judge wasn't as straight up and as honest as we thought he was. So people start reviewing the cases to like make sure that these cases get a proper judgment. We need to start. Yeah, y'all know how this happened? We need to go back and check every class of McDonald teach. Every school that she had association with. We have to go and check those schools. Those schools, you understand, and check the people who were in those classes and see where they are now, what they're doing. And maybe we could attribute some of the atrocities that are happening in the criminal sector, the persons who are poorly educated by this lady here. How correct, man? What story?
Word, more than one.
What story is this?
This practice is part of the dreaded word.
You want to take over the Ministry of Education? Y'all remember, correct, sir? The nurses and the doctors in drones. They're in drones. They're leaving Guyana in drones. They're not using none of the new airlines that have routes to Guyana. They're not using Caribbean Airlines that expanded service and got more flights to Guyana. They're using Copa. They're using American Airlines. They're using KLM, Dutch Airways. These doctors and nurses leaving this country in drones. DJI, the Chinese ones. Well, the Chinese ones, they got GPS and stability. So some of them doctors and nurses crashed into the Demerara when they were flying out. But those who could have afforded DJI, they left in their drones. And this is the future, God forbid, Minister of Education. We got to be mad. We got to be mad as a people. And you know what I find even more funny is the confidence with the confidence they say these things with. Y'all remember Christina and the calculation for Christina? The kind of confidence. It's like, okay, is it that these people come to the parliament and somebody hand them a speech and they just read it? Rajendra Dr. Din, I have noticed you a couple of times on this program. I think you go a little overboard with some of your comments. So I'm cautioning you now, despite I may dislike Miss McDonald, I want to keep the commentary, well, the comment section, or at least keep this program semi-civil. I just lose it sometimes too. But brother, please hold a focus and watch how you are addressing people, especially when you're on this program in the comment section, right? Let's not be grouped like the others that would engage in certain foolishness. So please, I'm asking that you desist from certain comments that you make here, right? So like I say, the confidence that these people say these things with, I find it rather amazing. The confidence the Christina calculation was delivered, the confidence of Nigel Hughes, 34 is the majority of 65. The confidence, the confidence of the eagle eye, the confidence of a win is a win, a win is a win. Them kind of nonsense. Them kind of nonsense. The confidence these people to say these things with. No, we got Blackie, man. He's just maybe a little more emotional than some of us, and some of these things upsetting him and maybe hitting him around. We got Blackie. It's one guy. We welcome everybody here. Right? So, Coretta, I am saying read your speech before. Read your speech before. You may not be able to talale off the top of your head like the ministers of government and MPs on the government side, right? And she looking down, so she reading something. Somebody set you up. I think somebody reading something, man. Something here, man.
That is being banned.
She reading, Coretta reading something. What madness is this?
Word. That word, sir.
Look,
This practice is
part
of the dreaded word that is being banned from this house. That word which begins with C and ends with S. This practice is part.
Circus. You hear me? Coretta McDonald's talking about the circus that she is part of, a 3-ring circus. And the ringleader, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, the opposition leader in leaving, because you know they might throw you out just now. But he ain't taking it like
part of the dreaded word that is being banned from this house.
Oh,
that word which begins with C and ends with S. Sir, that word, sir, that word, sir, corruptions, sir, forgive me, that word, more than one.
Look, so as CPAM said, she was watching Grandpa last night. So I think she's talking about Richard Alistair McAllister. The man, listen, I tell you all about this man since he showed the morning before. Sinclair, Richard Sinclair. Sinclair. I told y'all nothing of substance. Y'all hear the bumbling, stumbling presentation he had. He didn't even have the temerity to take himself to the podium and make the presentation. Do it from his seat. Do it from his seat. You understand? He is well, he come before Travis Ellis, but Travis Ellis is the carbon copy of Richard Sinclair. You understand? Travis Ellis, City Councilor Travis Ellis in Charlestown, is the carbon copy of Richard Sinclair. Gets up to make no contribution, totally aloof in relation to what's going on in the country, can't represent the people. Look, I'm telling y'all, y'all call the town clerk, call the town clerk office and answer for a transcript of every contribution Travis Ellis makes since he turned city councilor. You wouldn't even get half a page. Half a page. Travis is there for voting purposes, just to raise the hand so that they outvote the PPP councillors on the other side. Complete waste. Complete waste. No representation for his area. Some of them literally sit down there and they stand nothing in the council other than heckling and making themselves a fool. You understand? That's Richard Sinclair. Nothing to offer. And instead of these, and I have to show you, don't worry with the APN, UPNC, AFC. They have nothing to offer young people. Instead of they move that old person out of there and put somebody young and vibrant who can actually go out into the field and see what's the issues affecting the people and bring real tangible problems that people are having as Ghanaians to the government who could fix it. Because mind you, where was or what was a Richard Sinclair under the coalition? We did do it, we did it. And you know, I can't go past without saying this. Minister flayed Mr. Janice. Flayed Janice. Could you imagine? And that's what I'm trying to show you. And I'm glad you highlighted. All these insignificant people in the opposition now coming out because the old government, the former government, the ones that were leading, they're in hiding because of shame. And the few that ain't in hiding ain't got shame. You understand? Like Ramjatan and Patterson and Sherrod Duncan and all these people, all these scandals around the place whilst they were in administration. Right? They're gone. So this is this new set here. Now, could you imagine that at the end of the day, this is the group that comes to you to say, we're going to do all these things that we did not do whilst we were there. Ganesh Mahibal played no significant role in local government and regional development. Ganesh Mahibal went from a regional information officer down to the head of a CDC at demotion. Probably because he couldn't do his job properly as a regional information officer. Or probably he was shopping too much Belange on the Freedom market and not doing the work at the region. But he got demoted to the CDC in region, not the CDC, a CDC. You understand? In Region 3. And I'm talking about the Civil Defense Commission. Community Development Council, or whatever it is. Right? One of them organizations. Right? The minister check, not a community development project. Anyway, nowhere, nothing to show. I'm coming to talk about people who actually doing work. Janice, you heard good? I love how the minister brought up how we use the money without permission from the UGSS. You understand me? That is not a lie. That is not a lie. You take the money, UGSS ain't got no loan system for you to borrow nothing from them. It's stealing. It wasn't yours. You collect it, even though you paid back, you collect it without permission. It's even. You take it. You take it. And because you might know a couple people at UG and on the council thing, the people say, man, all right, man, only be lucky if you pay back the money. But you take the money, like should I take the money from Chronicle and use it up without permission? Yeah, take the money, like Cathy, video maker, yeah, take the thing them. So just as the minister said, y'all get up and say a lie. Get up and say a lie, man. Prove me wrong. And that's what can't stand with them. They come to pretend like they have done nothing. Well, they did do nothing in terms of development. I'm talking about the word that starts with C and end with S. They come like they weren't engaged in corruption. They weren't engaged in corruption. They know everybody who corrupt and everybody who doing this and that. But fancily forgets all the foolishness that they're going on with and been going on with for all the years. Anyway, we're moving on. Look, I don't know what to say about these people. So I saw Nigel Hughes was on this guy, man, this guy who's a big fan of the Dr. Jagdeo, Norman Brown. Dr. Jagdeo's friend, Norman Brown. Y'all know what you're talking about? This guy, nor me, nor Breezy. He been rolling with Jagdeezy since babies and pacifiers. You understand? Norman Brown and Nigel Hughes. Y'all listen to this.
And the other political parties would have to sit down and discuss and identify what is the most effective way of getting the changes that we want in GCOM. It would be a little premature for me to say that protest action is specifically the way we would go. That would be one of a series of options that would be available, but I can't speak for what a collective opposition would.
What are the actions you believe at this juncture that can be used to get GCOM to acquiesce?
Okay, so there are many. As you know, after the last election,
give us two, please.
Several of them. Sorry?
Give us two.
Right. So at the end of the last election, several of the observers' bodies made recommendations. GCOM said they haven't even reviewed.
Several of who? The observing bodies?
Their operations at the last election. Would you believe that? But anyway, that's it. So one of them is international pressure. We go to our strongest and most influential allies.
International pressure. That's a huge talk about international pressure. Who kind of international pressure are you talking about? From these people? From these people? International pressure from these people, these very people who had to put international pressure on the same party he is now the head of and the presidential candidate of to respect the wishes of the Guyanese people. These are the international allies he's talking about. ADCE. Because they've been applying, they have to apply pressure, but not on the BJP administration. They had some AFC in the administration, they left us AFC the administration that they have to apply pressure on. It can't be these people he's talking about. It gotta be these people here. Nigel Hughes gotta be talking about these people here. Are these the allies, the most competent interlocutors that he could be talking about? The most competent interlocutors is that the international allies or the regional allies that Nigel Hughes talking about that said the March 2nd elections were free and fair and the results the results that showed that the PPP would have won were credible, these are the people Nigel News talking about. Nigel News got to be a man. It can't be them. No, it got to be these people here. The Commonwealth. You look, my skin growing. You realize we cover about half the world already. Y'all realize we cover about half the world already. Commonwealth, CARICOM, ABCE countries. All of them, everyone, say y'all didn't do stupidness there. Isn't the Commonwealth he talking about that Dr. Karen Cummins trying to take away the accreditation from observing the elections? So these people must now come and listen to you when you try to take a whole elections in front of them. But the logic there in these, I mean, what? Now, y'all heard an explanation given by the Vice President in relation to how this biometrics thing could cause issues in terms of disenfranchising people. So we got people who work in the interior, we got people who out the country, whatever it is. What happens to those people who can't make it during that period? Their fingerprint or whatever biometric you want to use to the system. What happened to them? They're not eligible to vote still. So because they didn't make that period where you're adding biometrics or persons biometrics to the system, they are disenfranchised. When we have a system that allows for the updating of the list, the removal of persons from the list, the identifying of persons for voting through a multi-stage process, monitored by various political parties, observer, and agencies. How many times every Guyanese 18 years and over who has voted would know that you go into a polling station, whether you got your ID card or not, there's a document there with your information, a photo, all the relevant information there on the document relating to your ID card. This is checked on several levels. Scrutineers, the way it's called. PPP scrutineer, PNC scrutineer, you might got an observer from an international mission, you might got a local observer from the private sector commission. Everybody got the information. So you're trying to tell me the whole polling stations them getting bribed out? You people, the PVP people, the observer people, the overseas people, the police, the GCOM staff, all the other people who out there voting, everybody get paid. Everybody get paid. Y'all better stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness. Now, again, I'm suggesting to the opposition, and no one ain't gonna listen to me. Try and do some real work. Try and do some real work. Try actually addressing the issues of people. You understand? Try actually addressing the issues of people. Try going on the ground and being what's the word? Genuine in how you deal with people. You understand? Try it and see how the people react to you. But after the bitter taste left in the Guyanese mouth after 2020, and I keep telling you on this program, a lot of young Guyanese like myself only heard about elections rigging. And next week, I think I'm going to invite Shaquan Gill on this program as a young Afro-Guyanese who has been ridiculed for whatever view he may share or have, right? So as Afro-Guyanese, all of us, the young ones, just need to fall in line behind the elders and just walk off the edge of the cliff into the abyss. Because why? Why? because all of us are one color. No, I don't think so. At the end of the day, you guys have failed miserably, and the Guyanese people have seen that. They thought that 23 years out of office may have taught you to reform and do better, but it's this same old PNC. Same old PNC. They can't get you away, bully, broke up, broke down, all kind of thing. You understand? Same old PNC. I posted a video the other day where this guy, some guy, I don't remember his name, but he was abusing the guy who was dropping, he was showing the roads in America and saying, when you get this in Guyana, the driver have to say, you know, long it take America to get to the stage with that. Oh, it happened in Guyana so fast. The guy even said, y'all want people go on the road and beat up people, but Aubrey nothing to do that. He's not like that. So you see the kind of mentality or the thinking of, especially these people who overseas, these people who are overseas advocating for the opposition, always encouraging the locals to go out on the road and broke up and bun down and beat up and all kind of foolishness. And they sitting in the basements doing whatever they're doing, ducking, eating burgers or whatever it is. And in some cases can't even hold the burger good because you remember a couple of them finger missing like a hold it. You understand? Encouraging the Guyanese to do foolishness. Why people like Woodford, Bork, and Mark Bench Club don't come back to Guyana and lead the protest down Regent Street? Mark Bench, Orbis Bridge, nobody blocked that bridge yet. You come and block it, man. You come and block the Orbis Bridge. Woodford Bork talk about shutting down the government and shut down the street and shut down the street. You come and do it. You come and do it. We want you to come and do it. We want you to tell people to do it from afar. You come and go on the front lines. And you lead the people astray. And you and them face the same, whatever repercussions you face. You understand? You come and protest. You see what Melly Mel doing? Sit down in the States and picking trouble with people, looking for asylum and all kind of thing. Hi, Lord. I don't know what to say about this opposition team. Really and truly, I don't know what to say about them. I don't know what to say about them. Y'all hear Annette in the Parliament? But listen, I don't like her policies, but I love her personality. And she never shows me a bad face. Despite what's said, Guyanese hypocrite, she doesn't show me a bad. Every time she see me, she smile and she will say hello. You understand me? Annette is a nice, I just don't like her policies and her political stuff. But if Annette was just a regular Guyanese, I think she could be my friend. Annette is funny as hell. Annette gets up on point to Arno. Look, I almost roll up on the ground. I think it was MP Westford speaking, and Annette gets up on a point to order. And the point to order is that if an MP starts up on a point to order, something wrong with this lady. And it is funny. And it is funny. She is funny. I like her, but she got a push. But I'm really hoping that persons take some time and look at the budget debates, especially the government's presentations. When you listen to the opposition, it's literally lies. So David Patterson claimed that some agency don't touch the hydropower with a 10-foot pole and this and that. Minister Edel get up and read from the report. That is how barefaced these people are. They literally lie to you when someone can go and say, look, this is not true. Look what the official thing says. And I'm saying, if they're willing to do that, it's a clear indication they don't care about Guyanese. If they are willing to lie in such a barefaced manner, they didn't put in no flavor, no salt, nothing. They like or something to flavor up this lie. They're just lying to you. Bland, tasteless lies. Tasteless lies. So in the words of the minister, no opposition formed against the government shall prosper. I enjoy budget debates. I honestly do. I honestly do. I enjoy the budget debates because I firstly you see who can debate from who can't debate. And oftentimes the opposition would say things that will allow the ministers to come after and just dish out fatalities. Like it's like we play Mortal Kombat, opposition versus government. Every time the opposition come out, a minister coming out with a fatality. And the thing is, most of them got sordid histories. You understand? Most of them got some dirty stories. Oh, Lord. Guys, please check out the Prospect Young Professional Housing Scheme production that's out. Actually, we're going to play it here after the program. Don't forget the Vice President. Don't forget the Vice President will be having his press conference today. Yeah, so the AG gonna be talking today, and you know, the Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General in this country, he and the senior minister within the office of the president are lyricists. You hear me? Lyricists. So I am anxiously awaiting the Attorney General's presentation and the final rebut from the minister, senior minister Ashley Sting. I am waiting for that. That is going to be epic. That is going to be epic. I guarantee you guys that. That's something to look forward to. Right? So 2 p.m. today, the General Secretary will be having his press conference. Don't forget to check out the production I said on YouTube and Facebook. We'll be playing it here after the program to give you guys a look at the Prospective Professional Scheme. And yeah, somebody tell me right, they'll disappear yesterday. I don't know. Maybe the guy is Harry Potter, you know, so he could just risk us and disappear in Harry Potter language. Right? Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace, it's all about love, it's all about one Guyana.
In the heart of Guyana's East Bank, Demerara, lies Prospect, a testament to the People's Progressive Party Civic's commitment to provide affordable housing for its young professionals. Initiated by the Ministry of Housing and Water, the Young Professional Housing Scheme aims to offer affordable and modern housing to Guyana's emerging workforce.
Where we are here is in the Prospect Housing Scheme, and more specifically the Young Professional area. This area is an area that's been totally transformed. This area is one of the areas where we constructed houses when we got back into office. And as you enter here, previously it was all bushes, all cane field land. And now, as you can see, it's totally transformed. So here you have now over 240 young professional houses within this cluster area. That sees an opportunity for especially younger persons who are in the profession, working in particular type of jobs, being able to economically viably pay for this category of house. Historically, for a young person, the challenge would have been, first of all, for them to be able to acquire a loan at a younger age. Secondly, even to build their own home. Thirdly, even to get their lot at a younger age. This is kind of opportunities that we're providing for persons. You have, for example, a lot of persons who are working. They don't have the time to be able to go behind contractors, to be able to go buy materials and the hassle that comes with it in terms of building. Here, what happens is that through the Central Housing and Planning Authority with our housing program, we engage the contractors build these houses at a particular cost. And I must say these houses are consistent. Despite you will have yearly or monthly increases in terms of construction materials, we have kept the cost consistent. When you're investing, here's an investment. This small area alone, it's about the value of the houses investment, it's about $3.5 billion. That does not take into consideration the infrastructure work to prepare the area. The model that we do is what is called a hybrid. So it's government investment in terms of the area, that is for access, and obviously for you pay back as a beneficiary through the bank with the houses. Once you have investment, then it has spin-off effects, and that's a big point I want to bring out, because a lot of times persons talk about what is in all the infrastructure, and you're hearing the comment to say you can't live off of that or you can't eat that. That's been a common comment. Persons who are in the sector, persons who are involved, it's an earning. A truck driver, it's an earning. Somebody who's doing their fences I just spoke about, it's an earning. The person who's doing that fancy grill work, that's a specialized skill. It's an earning for their family. Yeah. And the replicating effect as a result is that once you have investment, everyone is earning. They too now allows them to have more disposable income, because we don't have enough skill set for the construction sector. We don't have enough skill set even for laborers. We don't have enough human resource. So once the investment is happening, the spin-off effects, it has a domino effect and it spreads across the board. And so sometimes we don't understand that infrastructure and the housing, because housing is a massive infrastructure investment for the government. You will realize from our budgetary allocations, we received the second largest increase. Public Works would have been the highest. And why? Because government sees home ownership is as just not about providing an opportunity for someone to own their own home, but it's also a driver of the economy. It's part of the infrastructure, it's part of development, and once you take care of persons and allow them to have a comfortable environment for them and their family, it also benefits the social aspect of life.
So my wife and I, we moved here in 2023, March. Since then, there's been a lot of improvement within the community itself. We have better roads and stuff like that. To answer your question though, It's really, really good living here. One thing I always hoped for was good neighbors. So I'm surrounded with really good people. There isn't a lot of issues here. So it's pretty quiet, really nice. We're very close to the Heroes Highway. There's a new regional hospital being built a stone throw away. We have supermarkets around. There's a field right about 500 feet from my door. So I'm very satisfied with the amenities. If it could be better, then good, but we're good. We're great with what we have. My wife and I, we're trying to raise a family here. So it means that we want to be surrounded by people that we can trust, in a community that we trust. So we have light, we have water, we have roads. I feel like this is a really good place to raise a family, which is what we're doing at the moment. So yeah, all in all, it's a really good experience. If you have the opportunity to get, whether it's a young professional house, a turnkey house, a piece of land, take advantage. Nothing can go wrong with owning your own home or a piece of land. If it doesn't benefit you in the sense of building immediately, it generates wealth, it generates income, you can use it for other stuff, go ahead, take advantage of it. I personally did not see the benefits of going into the Ministry of Housing and getting a piece of land or a house. I was very comfortable with where I was, but now that I took that step and we're here, I would advise anybody, take that step. You won't regret it.
Living in Prospect, young professional, is something that I always wanted, seeming that I came from Eccles, which already have one. And the atmosphere of the area is so quiet. And it's a whole different living quarters, to be honest. You know, the environments and the houses, they're very spacious. I mean, for a young professional. And the community with the people, etc. It's just an amazing new housing development apart from the normal lands and schemes. So it's a very good initiative, by the way, for them to start, and I welcome it. We have a lot at our disposal. We have a new hospital in the making. We have various supermarkets. In terms of hardware, grocery, you can just a step away. Feeling safe, yes, because I came in this housing scheme with a plan. Pertaining security-wise, I was one of the founder in the CPG. So having the CPG and the local police by our side, it just makes it safe because we have a group as well and we look out for each other in the community. The government is making it easier for everyone. You save a lot of time to go purchase, look over the property. They have the engineers, the government are doing so much. So all you have to do is move in ready when they're finished. It's a 1, 2, 3 step. Once you acquire the process and get the green card to move ahead, I advise anybody take the young professional. It's worth it. Time and money.
So the application process starts as if you're applying for a lot. So when you're applying, then you indicate your preference if it's for the lot or for the houses. We have been responding to those persons who we have in the system and have indicated their interest in the houses. And as I said, this is a particular niche, the young professionals. I mean, we're building other houses, but you're focusing on this. So that's the application process. Anyone can have an opportunity that is in that category. We have not been able to build as much as we would like, and as I said, the variable is because we want to keep the houses at a particular cost, a particular level, and as a result, the response from the contractors' fraternity has been a bit slow, and simply because some of them look for a different profit margin, and so that has been our challenge. But as long as we are able to get contractors, government will continue to build these type of houses. We have even now, as you go to the Civica City, you'll see 110 houses under construction there. You go to LBI, you have over 400 houses, some obviously completed, and persons already started to move in. And we will continue to do this in different areas as it provides for itself. And this is not just a Region 4 program. We want to do this in other regions. We're testing the response, for example, right now for Parliamentary for Borbis. You have to look, one has to be cognizant of the ability or the general ability of the persons who are earning within that region or the area, and and the demand. So there's a huge demand here in Region 4, absolutely, huge demand, and we will try to continue to respond.
Prospect stands as a beacon of progress, where home ownership becomes a reality for its young professionals.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble.